disse, é uma coisa que eu muito bom de strike, então assim, eu já imaginava que ia ser, já imaginava que...
Stephanie Luciano just dropped one of the most shocking warnings in women's MMA, and it's aimed directly at Valentina Shevchenko. The Brazilian striker didn't just praise Dakota Ditcheva, she sent a message to the entire division. In her words, Dakota knocks them out harder than men. And that single line has the entire flyweight world shaking.
Going by TKO or KO, I will tell you the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. Now she's and there it is.
Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Bishop beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack.
Bishop in trouble.
And that does it. First round finish at Dakota Ditcheva silence.
The PFL's golden girl, undefeated, unstoppable, and now boasting a perfect 15-0 record, has become a force of nature. Every time Dakota Ditcheva steps into that smart cage, someone goes to sleep. Her Muay Thai is surgical, with knees, elbows, and head kicks that could drop a middleweight. But it's not just about the highlight reel finishes, it's the aura. Fighters don't just lose to Dakota, they fold. And now, even UFC fighters are taking notice. Stephanie Luciano, the fiery Brazilian climbing fast through the UFC flyweight ranks, is known for her aggression, wild brawls, and unshakable confidence. But after watching Dakota Ditcheva fight, something changed. She didn't just admire her. She warned Valentina Shevchenko, the former queen of flyweight, that her reign might finally be coming to an end. No joke, she knocks them out harder than men. That's not trash talk. That's a professional fighter recognizing real danger.
Oh, head kick. It's in. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, that was a perfectly placed head kick. Body.
Valentina Shevchenko is the most decorated flyweight in UFC history. A former Muay Thai world champion, a tactical genius, and a cold assassin inside the Octagon. But Dakota Ditcheva is something different, younger, faster, and far more explosive. Imagine them in the same cage. Valentina's precise counter-striking against Dakota's relentless forward pressure, experience clashing with raw power. Stephanie Luciano's warning isn't just hype, it's a prediction. The next generation isn't coming quietly, they're coming to dethrone legends.
Looking at the two people who are fighting for their belt, you can beat them right now. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah, I think I could. Yeah, I definitely think I'd be up there.
If Dakota Ditcheva ever crosses over to the UFC, or if Valentina steps into the PFL cage, it could be the biggest women's MMA fight in years. Luciano's words will echo through every press conference and headline until it happens. No joke, she hits harder than most men. That's not flattery, that's a warning. The real question is whether Valentina still has the fire to face someone like Dakota. Because if Stephanie Luciano's right, we might be witnessing the rise of a new flyweight queen, one who can beat both the veteran sniper and the undefeated Storm. Drop your pick in the comments, Team Valentina or Team Dakota. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the full breakdown when this fight becomes reality.
Representing Venezuela is Junizi Dubin. She's undefeated. She's known as a finisher, and she's a big underdog tonight.
Wow! Junizi Dubin with an overhand swing. Oh, shit.
Still undefeated. Never seen a judge's scorecard. And you better believe Dana White exploded out of his chair for that one. That's the most crazy knockout we've ever seen on this show. You were a 13-1 dog. I love that shit. You got to go sit in the back.
One of the most impressive knockouts I've ever seen. A huge underdog. A minute 13 of the very first round.
Unaisai Dubin just sent a deadly warning to Dakota Ditcheva, and she didn't mince words. The Venezuelan warrior has officially entered the conversation, making it clear she's not afraid of PFL's golden girl. With a professional MMA record of 6 wins, 1 loss, and 1 no contest, Dubin is ready to prove she's not just another name. She's a real threat to Dakota's reign.
Great job of staying, keeping her back against the fence. A big plum and a right hand. Dakota Ditcheva, right hand on the head of face.
But who exactly is Unaisai Dubin? And why is she suddenly the biggest threat to Dakota Ditcheva's throne? Let's break it down. The Venezuelan standout has burst onto the scene with fearless energy and undeniable skill, positioning herself as a legitimate danger to the undefeated PFL champion. Born and raised in Venezuela, Unasai Dubin's story isn't one of privilege, it's one of survival. While Dakota Ditcheva was dominating highlight reels in England, Dubin was battling through the rough regional circuits of South America, fighting for every opportunity. She's a multi-disciplined warrior with black belts in Taekwondo and Wushu, a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and national titles in both wrestling and BJJ. And if that wasn't enough, she was an international Taekwondo and Wushu champion long before she ever stepped into a cage.
Biggest upset in the history of the contender series, you know what I mean? She almost didn't come. She has no money. She doesn't have $1 to her name right now. So the staff had to go grocery shopping for her, and then she comes in and does that. I mean, let me tell you what, she ain't broke now.
While many fighters chase hype, UCI Dubin built pure skill, and that's what makes her so dangerous. Long before the UFC ever noticed her, Dubin ruled the 300 Sparta Championship in Peru, a brutal proving ground for South American talent. There, she showcased her trademark aggression, lightning-fast kicks, violent combinations, and unbreakable confidence. Then came her shot at Dana White's Contender Series in September 2024. Nobody expected her to win, but Dubin shocked the world.